Hey you guys, so I have one of my favorite clients here today. She comes on like a 4-week schedule. She's always in really good shape and she's really cute, so I thought she'd be fun for Shih cut. I'm gonna do this video a little different. Instead of just having it, be an hour long and you're watching like real-time me grooming, I'm gonna speed up any parts where I'm not talking or where instruction's not really important, and then just play regularly for any time I'm giving any sort of instruction. So let me know if you guys like this type of video better. I just noticed the ones that I post that are an hour long tend to not, they might get a little view time, but it seems like, people aren't wanting to sit there and watch an hour long grooming video. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. First things first, I love my Wahl for my smaller dogs. I'll show you why real quick. This is my big clipper that I use on my big dogs. This is awesome. Favorite cordless clipper for big dogs. But as you can see, it's as big as she is. I mean, yeah, I could use this on her, but it's kind of heavy, whereas this one's really light and tiny. So it's just really nice for smaller dogs. So I'm going to take my Bravura. She gets a 1/2 inch all over, and I'm going to show you what I mean by all over, because when I say that, that's not exactly what I mean. Oh, and I'm going to set it to a 40 blade underneath. I prefer the 40 whenever I'm using the Bravura. I'm going to go ahead and I like to do the head first, so I'm just going to take the length I'm going to use on the body and just get all this stuff that's around the face. So anyway, I like using the 40 under the Bravura because I just really like the cut it gives me. I don't use a 40 when I'm using that Pulse VR2 though, because I've heard that it can, sorry you guys, this blade, I need a new blade. But anyway, I've heard that the Pulse VR can actually break your blades, and we don't want that. Or break the teeth on your blades. So that's why I don't do a 40 under that. I do a 30 when I'm using the Pulse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and block this stuff around the neck. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down one length. To this was a 1/2 inch. This is 3/8 of an inch, I'm pretty sure. Yes, 3/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna take her off of this. Now, if she was like a super wiggly dog or one I was worried about jumping off the table, I would not do this. I would keep her on the noose. But I don't think she's going anywhere. She's very well behaved. That's why I really thought she'd be a perfect one for a tutorial, because she is such a good girl. And I have been trying to practice my faces. I really want to get like those perfect, smooth Asian fusion face. That's my goal. I'm not there yet, but I would love to be. Okay, so taking the blue, flip this ear up. I'm going to go down the side of her face right here too. You'll notice not a lot's going to come off because, like I said, she's on a 4-week schedule, so this is really just a trim. I'm going to take behind these ears really short too. Groomers, that area gets matted. If you're not a groomer, just know that this behind their ears right here, that always gets matted. They scratch and you just end up with all kinds of matting. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and work on her face. I'm gonna go up to the O comb, which is 5/8 of an inch. Now, being careful of her eyelashes, I'm gonna hold them down with my thumb and just run over her head. This is just going to help me get my length set. Okay, so once you have the O-comb on the top of the head, I'm gonna go ahead and trim between your eyes. Now, I already did a little bit earlier in the bathtub. She had some really tight eye goobers, so I did go ahead and get those out. So there's probably not gonna be a ton between her eyes, but I'm just gonna go through and check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Now, this is where I really love my Utsumi comb, the Half Moon. And I swear one of these days I'm gonna get the Chris Christensen and we're gonna do a comparison. I'm gonna see if I can pump this table up anymore because she's laying down, which is fine, but just so that I can get in there and see. All right, let me move this stuff out of the way. All right, so I'm gonna lightly take her chin here, take my Utsumi, I'm just gonna kind of brush up. And these are my Geib Gator 6.5-inch shears, thinners, not shears. Again, be really careful with these eyelashes. You only have to fit the parents want them. And I'm gonna go in between. Now I'm gonna do her visor. I'm gonna take my Evolution 6-inch 14-tooth trunkers to do the visor. We just had a dog get here, so she's listening. Notice I'm holding her little eyelash down over here. Okay, I'm gonna come to this side so you guys can see a little better. But yeah, if you, I work at a doggy daycare, so sometimes you'll notice I have to kind of stop. You don't want to be trimming a face when excitement's happening. So anyway, I'm gonna hold her lashes down and trim. Sorry. I try not to blow in your face, but sometimes it happens. Next, I'm going to trim her ears. I'm tuning that right there, so it's probably just from last time I always put those in the location of this, I would guess. That's probably where I put so. Now, I've talked about this before, but when you are working with tangles, you don't use your Utsumi, okay? Because you will bend the teeth, and you do not want to do that on expensive fancy comb. Okay. So this is the Chris Christensen OOR, one of their butter combs. So I'm just going to brush this ear out really good, make sure there's no tangles or anything. Okay. Next, I'm going to take these Joshua Morales 7.5 curved shears. See, they're a curve. Okay. I'll show you on this ear so you can see a little bit better. It's the same thing, just brush out real good. So I'm going to flip it up like this. I'm going to take it close to the ear leather right here. Now that's my guide. You see how I've got like really short right here and then it goes to longer? This up here, that is my guide, okay? So that's how I know how short I want to do it. That's why I do that snip on the inside first, so I can see exactly where I want it. Now coming in at an angle, trim down, let the curves do the work for you. See, this side's just a tad longer. Usually is. The second side I do always seems to be a little longer. Okay, I can see it right here. What we're missing. Alright. So that looks good to me here. Next, I'm going to do this chin. Now, I like a really short chin, like a really Asian fusion kind of look. So I'm going to take the purple, which is 2 steps down from our body length, and I'm going to take her little face like this, and just carefully go under. Be careful when you hold these little guys' mouths. They tend to have dental issues. And you can just take it under the chin and up to the little sides of their mouth. And again, I'm just very lightly holding her. Okay. Now that's my guide. Okay. So I'm going to take the Utsumi, brush it out. I'm going to take my E3 and blend that in. Again, being very careful for those eyelashes. Okay, so you can take your Utsumi, brush out. I like to brush down as well. Same thing over here. I'm going to take my Bravura set to a 15. I kind of cup her mouth like this. And just try to get that lip hair right there. Okay? They always suck that into their mouth and they'll get it in their teeth and whatever. So, next, I've got the basic shape that I want. So I'm going to go in with my Penchy Scorpion thinners. And I'm going to fine tune and make everything really nice and blended. Now, this is something that I don't see a lot of groomers do, but this is something I personally do. I go ahead, once I'm done with their head, I go ahead and do bows. So I'm gonna figure out right now, I think I'm gonna do this blue one. I already knew I'm gonna do these two on scissors. These are from Bardel bows. They're my favorite. We all know Bardel's is my favorite, we know this. Okay, so I already pre-planned what bows I'm gonna do. So I decided I'm gonna do these with that little blue collar. Here's a little bow trick if anybody is new to doing bows, because I know when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. I had to watch a couple tutorials to really understand how to do bows. So I'm gonna take my hemostacks, you know what you typically use if you've got a little tick or anything on your dog. Now you want it to be tight, but not too tight. So I do, like, you know, say I can kind of open them. I did it about like 4 or 5 times. It just, I don't know, you kind of just get to the point where you know when it feels right, okay? Now I'm gonna take the hair, I'm gonna twist it. You don't want tons of hair. Now I'm gonna grab it about halfway and push it out. Then you take this and pull it through. Alright, so just like that. And since I did a little looser, I can actually push it up a little bit if I want to. You just want to make sure it's not on that ear leather, or close to it even. Give yourself a good like finger length between, because you don't want it too tight on them. Okay, there's one. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, the reason I do bows in the middle is because I used to do them at the very end, and they see the bows come out, they start dancing, they're overexcited, and you know, it makes it a lot harder to finish up when they're doing that. So, when I do them after the head, they know they're not done yet, so it just makes them easier. So now I'm going to go and knock off the extra hair in the body. So I'm going to stand her up. This is again a 1/2 inch with a 40 underneath. I'm just going to knock this extra hair off. Now I'm going to drop down one, and I'm going to use this on the backs of her legs and under her belly. You can also use it on the sides of the legs and the sides of the body too, really. Okay, so as you can see, we're not looking for perfection yet. This is just to get off a lot of the extra hair. Now I'm gonna switch to a 10. I'm gonna shave out her armpits and do her sanitary. I'm only doing that on her armpits because they're matted. Notice she's got a couple mats in her tail, so I'm going to go ahead and brush those out. Next, we're going to put her up in the hammock. So I'm going to take it on a 40 blade and do paw pads. Next, I'm going to take the length we've been using on the body and we're going to use it on the legs. Now I'm going to drop down one. I'm going to go in with these curved shoes again. Turn around it. Next, I'm going to do nails. Okay, now I'm going to make the feet pretty. I'm going to take my Geib Black Pearl 26 tube tensors. To finish her up, I'm just going to run over her body with the orange and blue one more time. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I got a call from Duke Energy. They're trying to sell me some stuff. So we're still just doing that orange and blue all over. So I got all the orange that I need to get, and I'm gonna finish her up with the blue. I like to work back to front. Alrighty guys, so I'm just going to finish up by scissoring in the legs. And all I'm doing is just brushing everything side to side, and if I see anything poking out, I'm trimming it. Super easy. That's one of the best tricks to make sure that your haircuts are even, is to just brush things side to side. If you see anything poking out, you want to just go ahead and trim that. Same thing on the back legs. So brush up, scissor down. In between the legs. Alright guys, that was it. Easy as that. Now I'm gonna take a little puppy collar. I'm gonna tie it into a bow. Clear off my table for some pictures. Let's say hello to my pretty collar. Oh my goodness, how cute, huh? Alright, so thanks for watching. We see you in the next one. Oh, just love. Look how cute. Little face. Alright, bye guys.